Good morning to all present over here. Last time we discussed cyanobacteria, that is also known as blue-green algae. Inside that we seen some features. Then what we seen occurrence. Now today we'll discuss structural organization. So today it is structural organization of cyanobacteria. Last time we just seen one example, just for example, nostoc. For example, nostoc. Inside that, what we seen? There is structure we seen. So like that we structure seen. Each box like structure, it is known as a trichomes. And this all covered with one covering known as mucilaginous sheath. So this is what mucilaginous sheath. Okay. Now here the bigger cell containing here, that is known as heterosis. This is heterosis. This heterosis help in what? Nitrogen metabolism. So this is the diagram of nostoc. Okay. Inside that cytoplasm are present. Granular cytoplasms are there. In the nostoc, where heterocyst is present, no cytoplasmic contents are there. Okay. So one by one, what we will see that the cyanobacteria, and inside this, mostly what we are seeing that example nostoc, that is very important. So nostoc is what? Maybe unicelled or multicelled. जो nostoc is there, so maybe unicelled or multicelled, but which is containing heterocyst, that is having multicelled. So what we can say, cyanobacteria cyanobacteria may be unicelled or multi-celled structure. Okay, here this is the figure of nostoc. Now, the characteristic feature of this nostoc is what? Entire the life cycle, there is absence of flagellum. This is you have to remember for your medical exams. What I told, the characteristic feature of nostoc is absence of flagellum in their entire life cycle. This is important for your exam. What I told, this is figure of nostoc. Okay, so what I told, nostoc is absence of flagellum in their entire life cycle. Very, very important. Okay, now what I told, that this circular strings, this is trichomes, which is covered with one protective covering known as mucilaginous sheath. Okay, now if we are coming on their cell structure, this is what we see, structural organization of cyanobacteria. There we see entire life cycle there is a absence of flagellum. Now come on, cell structure of cyanobacteria. Cell structure of cyanobacteria, that is also known as blue green algae. So cell structure of cyanobacteria or blue green algae. Okay, now what I told, this cyanobacteria belongs to which group? That belongs to prokaryotic group. Now prokaryotic means not well developed nucleus. So what we can say, the cell structure, belongs to prokaryotic group. Okay, the cell structure belongs to what? Prokaryotic group. Now prokaryotic means the cell lacks well defined nucleus. Okay, what we can say, the cell lacks a well defined nucleus. Okay, so cyanobacteria don't have well defined nucleus. Okay, and the chromatin material is centrally placed, that is found in where? In center, and their chromatin material found centrally. So this you have to remember, that chromatin material found centrally. Okay, this is the question of medical, that chromatin material of cyanobacteria found centrally side. Okay, so you have to know that it is found is what? Centrally. Now here what happens, these cyanobacteria, okay, these cyanobacteria cell contain photosynthetic lamellae, that is known as a thylakoids, which help in photosynthesis. So what I told, the cell contains photosynthetic photosynthetic lamellae, okay, known as thylakoids, which helps in photosynthesis. Okay, so these presence of thylakoids are found in cyanobacteria, which helping in what? That is helping in photosynthesis. Okay, now this thylakoids, that is photosynthetic lamellae. Okay, so that contained photosynthetic pigment. Now what are the pigments are there? That is important. So chlorophyll A and phycobilins are present. So what I told, the characteristic the characteristic photosynthetic pigments present in cyanobacteria is chlorophyll A and phycobilins. Okay, what I told, the characteristic photosynthetic pigments present is chlorophyll A and phycobilins. This you have to remember, that chlorophyll A and phycobilins are present in where? In the thylakoids of cyanobacteria. Now, these phycobilins is specialized in some different forms. Like if phycocyanin is present, in that condition this phycobilins is there. So here, if phycocyanin is present, that gives blue colored. Okay, phycocyanin as phycobilins, then what will give? Blue colored. Now, if phycoerythrin, phycoerythrin, so that provide red colored. Okay, phycocyanin blue colored, phycoerythrin red colored, and yellow phycocyanin. Third one is yellow phycocyanin. Okay, so yellow phycocyanin provide what? Light blue colored. It is light blue colored. Okay, so these photosynthetic pigments that absorb sunlight for what purpose? For photosynthesis. Okay, now next we have to see what is the other processes that occur in cyanobacteria. Okay, so what we have to see? We have to see metabolism, what the beneficial activity this is doing. So metabolism. Okay, metabolism means all the reactions takes place in cyanobacteria. That process is known as metabolism. Now, these are what? Capable, these organisms are capable of converting atmospheric nitrogen. That's why it is known as nitrogen fixer. So they are having what? Capable of converting atmospheric nitrogen into ammonium compounds. So what we can say, these organisms are capable of converting nitrogen compounds. Okay, what I told, these are capable of converting nitrogen, what we can say, nitrogen compounds, converting into nitrogen compounds from atmospheric nitrogen. Atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, and that's why known as what? Known as nitrogen fixer. Nitrogen fixers. Now, this nitrogen fixation occurs in which organ? So that organ name is heterocyst. Now, this biological nitrogen fixation is anaerobic in nature. If oxygen will present, so nitrogen fixation will not be there. So what I told, this nitrogen fixation nitrogen fixation occurs in cyanobacteria must be anaerobic in nature. Means if oxygen present, so this nitrogen fixation will not occur. Okay, now, and this takes place where it takes place, and this process takes place in specialized organ heterocyst. Okay, so heterocyst, where what happens, nitrogen fixation occurs. Okay, now this nitrogen fixation continued. Okay, this nitrogen fixation occurs with the help of nitrogenase enzyme. What I told, nitrogen fixation takes place in the presence of nitrogenase enzyme, and this enzyme activates only when oxygen is absent. So if oxygen will present, then what happens, nitrogen fixation not occur, so that will be the problem. That's why lag hemoglobin acts as oxygen scavenger to activate nitrogenase enzyme for nitrogen fixation. Okay, what I told, this nitrogenase enzyme, nitrogen fixation takes place in the presence of nitrogenase enzyme, and this enzyme will activate when oxygen is absent. So for oxygen absence, this lag hemoglobin acts as oxygen scavenger. Why? To activate nitrogenase enzyme for nitrogen fixation. Now, here two things you have to remember for your exam. One, which enzyme is important? Nitrogenase enzyme. And which organelle act as oxygen scavenger? So that is lag hemoglobin. Okay, and where it takes place already you know, that is heterocyst. Okay, now, so this is one type of organism comes under kingdom Monera. Now next type of organism is mycoplasma, that is known as the joker of the plant kingdom or living world. So now we have to come on next, mycoplasma. Mycoplasma. Now, this is the simplest organism. Okay, this mycoplasma is what? It is the simplest organism found in the nature, and this was discovered by Knockard and Rox. One scientist is there. So these are simplest organism found in nature discovered by Nocard and Rocks. Okay, discovered by which scientist? Nocard and Rocks. Okay, in 1898. The year was 1898. Now, this name you have to remember that Nocard and Rocks discovered what? Mycoplasma. Now, Mycoplasma don't contain, they don't have contain cell wall. So due to absence of cell wall, due to absence of cell wall, they don't have, they don't have fixed shape, fixed shape, and hence known as joker of the plant kingdom or living world. Okay, so which organism known as joker of the living world or plant kingdom? So that is what? That is mycoplasma. Why that is known as? Because absence of cell wall. Since they are don't have fixed shape, they are having irregular shape. Sometime one shape, sometime another shape. Okay, so they shows pleiotropy. They shows the property of pleiotropy, any shape, movement, shape having what? Changing every time. So they show the property of what? Pleiotropy. Now, this mycoplasma also known as PPLO. Mycoplasma is also known as PPLO. Now, what do you mean by PPLO? So, PPLO means pneumonia like organism. Okay, so another question asking which organism known as PPLO. So that is what? Mycoplasma. Okay, now this was discovered first time that Nocard and Rocks discovered. So this was discovered first time from the fluid of cattle suffering from pleuropneumonia. So what I told, this was first time observed in fluid of cattle suffering from pleuropneumonia. Okay, so this was first time observed from what? In fluid of cattle suffering from pleuropneumonia. Okay, now since they are changing their shape every time, and that's why they are showing what? Pleiotropy movement. Okay, now another term here, what? This mycoplasma also infect animals. So mycoplasma also infects animals like dog, that commonly infected, so that is having dog. Okay, next is sheep. Next is mice and man, etc. Now, in man, if it is infected, it is doing what? Decreases sperm motility. So what happens? Male having the disability to produce their offspring. Okay. So in man doing what? Reduces sperm motility. Okay, so this mycoplasma also infects what? Animals like dog, sheep, man, mice. Okay, and generally where they are found? So generally they are found in soil, sewage, water, plants. Okay, so what we can say? Generally they are found in soil, sewage, water, etc. Okay, so one time Ames asked question that which organism reduces sperm motility in man. So that which organism is that? That is mycoplasma. Okay, now that you have to remember. Now come on, the structure of mycoplasma, what they are having. So come on, that structure of mycoplasma. Structure of mycoplasma, as we already discussed, that these are unicellular and what? Simplest free living prokaryotes. So what we can say? These are unicellular, simplest living prokaryotes. Okay, these are what? Unicellular, simplest living prokaryotes. Okay, and what I told, they don't have cell wall, already discussed. That's why it is having what? Pleiotropy in nature. Okay, now one important thing is what? This mycoplasma contain both DNA and RNA. Okay, so what I told, mycoplasma contain both DNA as well as RNA. And since it contained both DNA as well as RNA, that's why it also infect both plants as well as animals. Okay, so this line you have to remember, that this contain both DNA and RNA. Okay, this mycoplasma contain both DNA and RNA. Okay, now this mycoplasma, one question asked in AIMS, that mycoplasma is the smallest, simplest free living cell organism. Okay, but still it is considered as bacteria due to the reason. Now, why it is a tail? Why it is uh, telling that it is known as bacteria? It is not directly told that it is bacteria. It is considered as bacteria. Why it told? Because this mycoplasma can pass through bacteriological filter. Okay, so mycoplasma pass through bacteriological bacteriological filter, okay, and hence it is only considered smaller than bacteria or a smaller bacteria, okay. Now which passing through bacteriological filter that may known as a virus, but it is not virus. Why it is not virus? Since they can multiply in abiotic medium, okay. Since these multiply in abiotic medium and hence it is not a virus and consider as bacteria, because virus only grow when it is under the host, but this mycoplasma also growing outside the host in abiotic medium. That's why it is not considered as virus, okay. Now since many characters resemble with bacteria, that's why it is said to be bacteria with their coats off. What it is told? Since many characters resemble with bacteria and hence it is known as, okay, hence it is known as what? Bacteria with their coats off. Why coats off? Because cell wall not present. Known as bacteria with their coats off. This term is asked in JIPMER medical exam, that which organism known as bacteria with their coats off. So which organism now you understood? So that is mycoplasma. Okay. Now this mycoplasma nutrition is heterotrophic in nature, means that depends on other organisms. What we can say? Most of the nutrition is heterotrophic in nature, okay. Mostly they are having what? Heterotrophic means they depends on others for their food, so mostly they are having heterotrophic in nature. In heterotrophic they are having saprophytic, because they are found in where? Soil. So they are having saprophytic and mostly they are parasitic. So what we can say? In heterotrophic, some are saprophytic and mostly are parasitic. Saprophytic means depends on dead and decay organisms. Food taken from dead and decaying organisms. Okay, so this is heterotrophic in nature. Most of the nutrition is what? Heterotrophic in nature. Okay, now next we have to come on the life processes that occur in bacteria. So come on that. First we will see respiration. So bacterial life process, come on that. Bacterial life processes. Okay, bacterial life processes. Now, under this bacterial life processes, first we'll discuss what? Respiration. Okay, so come on that. Respiration. Okay, respiration means what? Energy.